Kim, um, I hear people say in conserving contexts in different places that rural contexts, wherever it might be, well, we don't have those people here. We don't have any same-sex attracted or whatever word they would choose to use in our church, in our town. What's your perspective on that? Is that true?
They're there. They're in the pew every Sunday, and they're not going to say anything about it. But they're there, very much so. Whether they're young or whether they're older, I think in the older generations, there's been no vocabulary and no way to talk about it. And I wonder if there are those who are much older that struggled with that when they were younger, and they just, with God, came to terms and together had peace, or maybe they didn't have peace. I don't know. I've not been able to speak to someone older. I'm telling you, the younger generation just has a vocabulary and a freedom to talk about these things and their struggle and all this. And but they're there if they sense that you are safe, and uh, then that privilege may come to have that conversation. But yeah, they're there, and they're all over the community. Especially if they're not in your church, they're definitely in the community. And I think it might be easier for the church to love LGBTQ people that are outside of the walls of the church because they're out there rather than in here. And so that creates kind of that dilemma there of exactly how to do ministry. And then that takes me off into other tangents, though, because white rural church in America is another thing in itself that has a lot of already hardened ideas of who's in the church or who can come in. So anyway, those are just some thoughts on that.
So a follow-up question then for those LGBT people that are in the pews,
Yeah.
why do you think they're there? If they attend a church that isn't affirming of LGBT folks, what's your thought on why they might be there?
I suspect they have a loving friendship or loving family that's there, and they're connected, and that's part of their community. And that's a lot to lose. I mean, we love being with one another. We love being together, and to lose our relationships are very hard kind of places to come to decide that we don't want those anymore. um, Community is, I mean, that's just, it's everything. Getting together to eat and talk and share life. Oh man. So, you know, but they're there, and they're there because they love that the people there. Um, it's their family or their friends. Yeah, they find something that draws them there. Maybe even it's that they've had this relationship with God along with all these people they love. They don't want to harm that in any way. Hmm.